Hellos, filthy animals. Back for some more Division 5 Steel Division League play. And we've got Vase up against ManedWolf, and we're playing on Tali Ihantala. Ihantala? I think that's how it's said. That's how you say those words is, apparently. Alright. Now, very interesting pick here. Fedyunkina. Particularly kind of on the strong side of the medium range of the divisions at the moment. It's got some whack to it. Strelky DTs, pretty tasty little things. They do a bit of work. You know, double DT is always nice. SVT is always nice. Yeah, not the best for range combat, but up close and personal, pretty darn deadly. You can see for a damage output 2.5 with the double DTs, which fired at under 100 meters, and you've also got the Molotov cocktails to throw in someone's face, so pretty nice. And you get 2 cards of these, one in A, one in B. Elsewhere, not a whole lot going on, unfortunately. There's no double light machine guns, which is a weakness. You just got the Strelka, Saperi, but you know, it's not too bad. You got Chernos if you want to opt for him, but as you can see, Vase, the Overlord, has not opted for that. Got snipers to help support his units. Got Maxims as well. ISU 152, 2 cards of these. He's opted not to upvet these, which I guess that's makes some kind of sense. If you wouldn't want pure numbers, and we are on a balanced deck. Both players are unbalanced as well. And you've got the big old bombers coming in late game. Not particularly good, a bit slow. These things are pretty nice, so nice recon vehicle. Decently fast, good resilience. It's got some bombs on it. Pretty nice stuff. So I do like that one. And of course you got this big old dirty gun, which comes on a stupidly slow transport. Oh, excuse me. It's at 38 kilometers an hour. What I personally tend to do with this, because you can only bring them in B, and they are seriously good guns for killing heavy armor. 200mm pen, 2k range. Decent accuracy, decent rate of fire, all around nice little thing. Anyway, what I tend to do with these is I take my AA, yeah, I do this. I take the Dushka here for an extra, what's it, 5 points or so? He does have them on here. Yeah, extra 5 points. And then I use this to help transport that AT gun I was just showing you. So this is a bit faster. The other one was 38 kilometers an hour. This is 55. So just to get it to where you need it to go. So I usually unload my AA and then return this transport back to the spawn area, ready for B phase when I'm bringing in an AT gun. That's what I like to do when I remember to do it, which is rarely. Anyway, yeah, not so good on the infantry. Decent armor, good long range 2k stuff going on Tali. Yeah, Strelky DT's decent choice, lots of Saperi as well. Looking like a pretty solid setup. So let's go and have a look-see at what his opponent, ManedWolf, has in store for us. And here we are, and as you can see, not a common pick at all. It's the 3rd Canadian Infantry. Ah, nice coffee. He's got the Humbers. He's not opted for 2 cards of these. Now they are much cheaper, and you can get more of them. But he's just opted for 6 in A. You get better availability, and they're cheaper, so they're well worth bringing in these things now. Pretty tasty things. He's gone for Sniper Scouts with a 2-inch carrier, which is, yeah, fair choice. Why the hell not? They do have some other vehicles, though, which I tend to like. Oh, they don't have it here. They don't have it here. They don't have the one that I like. They've got the wide truck, though. These could have come in handy. I imagine he's using those on his main infantry, and they don't have... I'm sure they've got them somewhere. Is it in here? Oh yeah, the Steward Recce. I do like these things because they deal out a decent amount of power, decent amount of punch, good for supporting your infantry. But in his infantry tab, we've got the Assault Pioneers in the fast white trucks here. Although I don't think they're surely not as fast as the Willies, so yeah, I'm not quite sure why he's done that. They've got the armour on them to help, but it seems like a bit of an unusual option, because you usually want to get these in somewhere as fast as possible at the start of the game. He's got his leaders And he does have these in the recce, so yeah, fair enough. I do think these are really good. They do a lot of work. White trucks with stormtroopers in B. A phase a little bit light, just Piats and rifles. Got some leaders in there, but we are on a balanced income, like I said. Yeah, rifles Piat got to come in there. Engineers in C with rifles Piat. So why has he got? He's got them in a terrible vehicle, I think. Oh no, he's got them in the CMP. Yeah, that's okay then. Yeah, that's fine. But decent amount of infantry. Fireflies, matching up against the T-34 85s, and it does have the 44 version. These things are not going to perform well, the Fireflies, so probably not the best call. I liking to see this, really loving this. The AVRE is in play. These are much cheaper now. They were, I believe, were these 75 points or something like that, 80, but have been reduced in cost by quite a bit. And yeah, they are fantastic. The amount of damage these do at close quarters is really good, and the armor, they can stand up to most things. They're incredibly slow though, but fantastic little things. I do enjoy them. And also been reduced in price, the Sherman VDD, and there is a chance we might be seeing this going across a lake here and there. So this is going to come in handy on this map. So I'm hoping we're going to get to see this in the water. That should be a lot of fun to see. He's not gone for the commanders though, the leaders. I think you may as well opt for this rather than just having one extra one. Seems a little bit unusual. He's opted for the Sherman leaders instead though, with the regular Sherman tanks. Yeah, 2K range guns in B, got Wolverines to help out as well. The priests, I believe, also have 2K on their HE rounds, and their heat's nothing to laugh about. And this is amphibious too, so we could be seeing some nice water play going off here. I'm really hoping we do. Always fun to watch. And artillery, yeah, both sides has a little bit of big boom, but definitely much more artillery on the Canadian side, and a decent old Air Force coming in here as well. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm looking forward to this one. Hoping it's going to be a close contest. See you on the battlefield. And here we are on a good old tally. Again, as it's Division 5 again, just to help out some new players about deployment. Generally speaking, there's going to be machine guns in here, some kind of rush towards blue side, possibly towards red side. You can very easily get units rushed into this area as well, quite early on in the game. And for blue side down here, often this is highly contested at the start of the game and throughout the rest of the game, to be honest. There's always a lot of a battle going on in these areas in this forest. So from red side, you can also sneak around and get some units into here. You can push units out into open here. I call that the Bowser, because I used to do this a lot on this map. I used to come and drop in support weapons, AT weapons in this area, machine guns, and just rush his opponent in this area. And you can cause some serious damage. Get some serious ticking going on. But, of course, the all-important question, are we going to see a Sherman on the water? We got a Sherman here. I'm really hoping and praying it's going to come out round here and just cross over the water here. I'd be so happy to see that. I just want it on the water at some point in the game, please. And over here, do we see a Sherman? No. No Shermans coming across the water over here, unfortunately, but it could always be fun to see that happening. There's an AT gun here, there's this 3. Oh, and I should just mention as well, this is pre-patch, so these Shermans are not as cheap. Where are they? Where is he? Where is the boy? Has he removed him? Or am I just blind? Oh, it's over here. Oh, I've got it here. Yeah, so it says 75 points. I believe this is incorrect. They are not 75 points at the moment. I could be wrong though. I might be getting it slightly wrong with different vehicles. For sure, the AVRE is definitely more expensive in this patch. And this 3-gun... oh, you got any this... Yeah, this 3-gun does not have... Well, I'll have a look when it unloads. I'm assuming it's still got the stats on, which from this patch. So I should mention that. It should be doing 2.2 on the HE. whereas now on the updated patch it's something ridiculous, like 4 point something. Anyway, we are off, and defensive deployment over here. Quite aggressive over here. It's going to be a big clash coming in over here. The SU2 needs to have it attack the road order here and to be able to hit some of these coming in. Nothing much going on there. Fairly standard here. Yeah. Oh, there's a rush. So ManedWolf is making a rush in the northern region. See how that goes off. The SU2's not bombing anything as of yet. Staghound straight down the road. It might be able to pick off some of these vehicles here. In the open over here, the Humber, the Staghound. So there's a lot of actual decent support armor and equipment coming in here in the transports. Lost so many units there, unfortunately, to the Staghound. Well, 2 Staghounds and the Humber. Sniper's going to get picked off. These DTs need to unload like right now. The M42 might do some work. I've got this 2 unloading. No sort of armor around in the area to deal with. If he takes out a leader, nope, he's ducked away into cover. A lot going on at the start. Smoke has been dropped, and that has kind of helped out Vase Warlord get into the forest. So these Strelky DT will be able to secure his position. He definitely needs some more infantry to come in around here. And Vase has also been caught out in the northern region. Not looking too good for him here. Lost a lot of equipment here. The AT gun as well. Being pulled across the map here on where he needs to focus by ManedWolf, and a very strong start for ManedWolf. Definitely got the upper hand. Got the drop on him in the south and in the northern region here. Looking really good. This DT is going to go down if he doesn't retreat it. There is some more infantry coming to support, but again, this might get picked off if he's not careful. The BA-10s will be able to do good work against all this equipment in here now. The Humber, is he going deep? No, he's not going deep just yet. There's a T-3485 coming out as well to help deal with this. Meanwhile, in the south, Strelky DTs exposed in the open. They're going to get absolutely annihilated here. The BA-10 is repositioning down to the southern position to try and help out. M42 taking out the Kangaroo. So little bit of help out there from Vase where he needs. And we are going to see the Sherman coming round. Is he going to cross the water? Got to see some Sherman on the water. Rifles, not the best choice out here as they don't have light machine guns. How are they in range? Oh, they do have 1 light machine gun, sorry. Yeah, they've got the Bren. It's going to do a bit of work to the DT. Sniper's picking away at them as well. But rifles, they're cheap for what they do. Not a bad choice on this map, to be honest, because in CQC they dish out a bit of damage. Not terrible. BA-10's coming in now. It's going to take down the Stewart. If ManedWolf doesn't move it out of the way, and it goes down. Humber still picking away at these units. Rifles Piat should stay where he is, I reckon. Maybe put the Assault Pioneer back into this forest. Just try and hold on to this one flag would be best. And in the north, Vase has snuck a flag. The Flames have got in with the BA-10 and wiped out that unit in the north. I'm not quite sure what it was. I think it was just a rifles, standard rifles. So he's got 2 flags in the north there for nothing. Nice little takedown. AVRE coming in now. Wonderful stuff. And the Sherman's got across the water and I missed it. Oh. That's going to be the screen. That's going to be the thumbnail for sure. We're going to be seeing a tank in the water, and we need to. And we're back to a 12-12 now. So although Vase has temporarily got these flags in the north, it's not going to hold on for them for too much longer, I believe. He's really losing a lot in the centre here. But he's starting to whittle down ManedWolf's infantry here. Spitfire coming in to help. He's going to take out that DT squad, I'm sure of it. And there he goes. Definitely need some more infantry in the south as well. This Sherman is going to be pretty difficult to deal with. If he gets these Piats out in the open a bit to pick off this AT gun, it's going to be looking pretty nice. Surprised we're not seeing the rifles moving across the water as well. AVRE is coming in. I don't know why he's that far back. It's only got 500 meter range. Needs to drive it right down this road into this area. It's be absolutely perfect in and around this area. But it's going to take a hell of a lot of time getting there. Crusader. AA out for ManedWolf. There's no AA out for the Vase at the moment. And he's going to be losing one of the flags up here, at least one of them. The BA-10 will probably be able to deal with this Humber. And the Piats look like they're in a more defensive deployment here. And how much longer can ManedWolf hold onto this flag? I'm surprised we're not seeing the Piats coming out into the open a little bit here, because it'd be able to pick off one of these BA-10s. Make Vase think twice. It's moving forward with his steward though. Very nice and aggressive play here from him. It's going to be able to pick off these Maxims and the sniper if it exposes itself. Meanwhile in the south, a Strelky's come in and there's a Maxim coming in to support as well. The rifles have moved across the river. The Sherman's in a decent position here. Just needs to take out this AT gun. The rifles might be able to do the job. But yeah, they're just low on the manpower there, so I think they're going to get picked off, especially when this Maxim drops off in this building. 2-inch carrier. It's going to get picked off. Oh no! The Sherman's going to go. Track's broken from the Sherman. Could go down here. Needs a Humber to come up and help him out. Desperately needs them to move that Humber up right now. Right now. This can definitely pen the Sherman. Already got a crit on it. It's used up its APCR now. But now it's going to struggle a little bit, I believe. Yeah, 75 against the frontal armor. 100. Not going to be doing the job there. So quite lucky there, I would say, getting away with that. But looking very, very, very good for ManedWolf in the south. Track's broken though, so does this mean it's literally immobile? Doesn't have a fantastic line of sight there, but definitely not the worst. Be able to cover anything coming into this area. The SU-122 could get taken out by this. It doesn't have decent enough armor to deal with the Sherman. The Sherman's definitely going to get a drop on it. Still surprised we're not seeing the Humber move up here. Take advantage of this. Bounce. It's going to make a big difference if this Sherman goes down. It does go down. And SU-122 does survive, so that's really, really good for Vase. The AVRE is now moving into the same position. Now that is going to be a different story altogether. If you can get that around into here, that's going to cause a serious amount of pain for Vase. It is still a 12-12 though in the north. The Piats have unloaded quite far back with the Kangaroos. The BA-10 did take out the Humber, and it's going to take out the Kangaroo unless it moves out the way, which it's not. The Piats are not going to be able to get in range there. The Kangaroo, again, he needs to back off this Kangaroo. He's going to lose that as well. But there is a Sherman coming round, and this Sherman could go across this lake as well. We want more tanks on water, please. More tanks on water. And Vase has got the tick going again. We've seen both these players play before. Both of them with fairly strong performances in their games. And clearly these two are the strongest players in their group. And this looks like a decider on who is going to win this group, I would say. I think ManedWolf beat Witch Doctor and Vase beat Hitco. But yeah, Hitco could pull back a victory. Witch Doctor seemed a little less aware. Yeah, Hitco against Witch Doctor should be a really nice matchup too. So looking forward to that game. Anyway, in the north here, the Sherman is now in place, taking out the BA-10. So just needs to help out his infantry, screen for them. Should be alright. And SU-122 coming in the north. Very unusual call in there. Piat's still alive in this forest, somehow. Just hiding behind a little bush by the looks of it. Vase has still got a single tick going. Kangaroos. And you got what are these called? What are these things called? Personnel carriers. I thought it had a different name. And the Stuart's chassis coming here with machine guns on. He moved up this 2-inch carrier here. It won't be able to get sight on these. Oh, but there's a T-34, 85, the 43 version. Not that it matters against these things. Is he just wasting his APCR? No, it's turned off. Nice. Vase knows what he's doing here. Another AT gun coming into this position. Always a good idea. If you get something picked off by your enemy in a position, then replace it again with the same piece of equipment, because they took it out because it was an annoyance, so bring it back. Lot of infantry flooding in here from ManedWolf. It's looking really strong in the position. 2 Wolverines in the back now as well. AVRE, how's he not got sight? He's going to get sight on this AT gun and he's going to obliterate it. Absolutely obliterate it. He's going to get the attention of the AT gun now. The AT gun cannot penetrate the AVRE. Can get a crit off on it. But let's see the boom. Are we going to see the big boom? Oh, it's not in range with its main weapon at the moment. Just fine with its machine guns. A lot of airplay coming in now from ManedWolf. Oh my lord. I did miss that. No planes going down. We do have AA on both sides now. Quite heavily damaged one of the Spitfires there. It did get a bombing run off though. And ManedWolf has got the flag in the south again. Lots of armor, definitely needs more infantry. Heavy losses in the infantry department. A decent amount of men still left in these 2 groups here. So, not completely decimated. But needs to get some units into this area if he can. And I imagine Vase is going to be looking to bring in another AT piece back here on the road. Possibly a Zis 2 or Zis 3 to help out. And an Emcher is coming in at the moment. That's going to have no chance against the AVRE and against 2 Wolverines as well. It's not going to fare at all well. Superis unloading right out in the open. Needs to get these out of the way or they're going to be gone. AVRE does need to move up a bit further. Needs to make use of his 500 meter range. Yeah, popping in like somewhere like round the corner around here would be really nice. As long as you get some infantry into here to support him. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the map, there's flags. Flags being held here by both players in very peculiar positions. SU-122 facing off against the Sherman. Is he going to get it? Oh my lord, he gets it. The Strelkit, are they going to survive to the Piat? He just needs to get these running away, to be honest. Get them out of the way. Oh, but the SU can see them from here, so he is going to be able to lay down some supporting fire. Pin those Piats. Just needs one more shot. The Strelkit going to get pinned too quickly, though. It's going to be a close one. They are pinned, but he's still holding the area of influence, though. The SU-122 is in there. So Vaz just about winning out there. These flags here, though, are being held almost for free by ManedWolf. And we're not seeing a reaction from Vaz at the moment for that. And we're back to a 12-12 now. Emcher coming in the north as well. He's really been an annoyance, a thorn in the side of his opponent here. Because people don't tend to attack around this route because it's so hard to reinforce. But he's going for it. He's keeping up the pressure there. These PRs are still alive in here. Unbelievable. But this flag could go down quite easily. Meanwhile, in the south, where the main action seems to be, ManedWolf still has a flag in the small building complex here. He's getting a Humber right round the back. That's filthy. If he gets this all the way around here, starts picking off transports, possibly the AA as well. That could be really good. Rifles Piat coming in. Quite dangerous position. The Wolverine's gone down. How do you use a Wolverine? Oh no, it's down here. I was going to say, how did he lose that? He needs to get these out on the road, really deal with this Emcher. This Emcher could pick off these Piats. Doesn't look like he quite has line of sight on them. He's right at a max range as well. AVRE just using his machine gun at present. He needs to move this forward because the HE on this will be able to obliterate this tank. The Emcher cannot pen the AVRE. It cannot. Can't do it. The chance is so incredibly small of that ever happening. He needs to move up the Wolverine to take these out. Another Emcher in. They're basically going to be wasting shells. They might stress it out a little bit. Might be able to sneak a side shot, but even then, it's going to struggle to pen. Bombing runs coming in, and the Spitfire does go down. That was a Spitfire, I believe. We're back to a 12-12 in the north. The standoff is still happening up there. Go and check that out in a second or two. Let's focus down here. these MCs. He is managing to make the AVRE back off. I don't know why. You may as well just drive it forward and destroy both of these with one single shot. Wolverine's doing enough here. Could do with moving his Piats forward and possibly Kangaroo around the back. The Humber is hidden. Needs to move him up a little bit here. He could pick off this AA if he manages to sneak around. But it's looking good for ManedWolf in the south still. These Shermans, I think Vase is getting overconfident now. He's going to lose out. This Wolverine will pick him off. Why is he not firing? Oh. And the other Wolverine's moving out now. Gets one Sherman, and the second one's probably going to go down here. He does manage to take down a Wolverine with him, so it's not too bad. Second Wolverine, is he going to pick him off? I think, oh, just lost line of sight. AVRE needs to move this forward. Further. Now would be the prime time to bring up the Humber, just to cover the reinforcement road here. In the north, what's going on over here? Bit of an air battle going on. There is AA in from both sides though. And oh lordy. Yahtzee goes down. Did Vase lose 2 planes there? And the reinforcements coming in and they're being picked off. He just has a Sherman and a Strelky in here now. Saperi driving all the way around. I think this is not the wisest of choices. Staghound right in the back line here. These things are not being put to use though. He just needs to bring them round and start picking off the reinforcements. Spitfire's flying around in the north. Is one coming in for a bombing run? It is. I think, pretty sure it's going to pick these off. The Emcher. Well, Sherman versus Sherman. I believe they're practically the same, so they're just going to be pinging away each other. Yeah, I don't think they have much of a chance of penning each other. Well, exactly the same chance, I should say, which isn't that great. Down in the south, ManedWolf is continuing to push. The AVRE still not in the prime position for itself, really. The Humber looks like the Sherman might have had a pop at it there, but he's moving it out. Ah, no, I think the recon plane had a pop at it. Not really making the best of use of this thing. Could be putting it into the forest here to pick off the reinforcements coming in. Somewhere around here would be perfect. Kangaroo having to go at the AA piece. Probably going to get picked off. No more armor coming in the south for ManedWolf. No more reinforcements either. Whilst Vase is deploying quite heavily down there now. Meanwhile, in the north, the Sherman is in hiding at the moment. Not a bad idea. The Strelky also might be lucky enough to get a grenade off onto one of these Humbers. That would help out the Sherman. Oh, I think he's going to go down now. No, bounced. Is he going to do it? The Strelky does take a grenade in it, and the Emcher is alive. He's going to get stressed out, though. Takes down the Humber. Wow, my God. Mistake there from ManedWolf. He's far too aggressive, just driving in his armour right on top of another Emcher. Very unusual to see battles coming on up here. And now we see T-34, 85, 44 into play. And it takes out the AVRE. Oh, my Lord. Oh, the pen is 145. That's still a little bit surprising there. It's not made use of that AVRE at all, really, other than it just bouncing from the Shermans, which I guess was a decent enough help. But yeah, Vase looking pretty good in the south now. There's not a lot of action in the central position here. We've got a Sherman and a Firefly from ManedWolf and another Sherman here. 6-pounder 2. He's got a lot sitting back here waiting. It's almost like he's anticipating a push in from his opponent. But it's not coming as of yet. The battle for this time is still going on. This Emcher is... Oh my God, how is he not dead? That is incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky. The DTs will probably be able to deal with these Piats, so there's 2 of them. Yeah, 4 light machine guns against 2. Gonna win out. And Vase still got the tick on again. Now we've got a Mosquito coming in and a Spitfire. Really wants to take out this infantry. SU-2 coming in. And I think... being micro by Vase there. Nice. Avoids The Spitfire. There's an AA piece coming in behind him as well, so he might be able to get away with this. Mosquito gets his... Oh! Gets his napalm off. That's going to do some damage to these guys. But no. Recon plane does go down eventually. There's a hell of a lot of planes here from ManedWolf, but he doesn't seem to be getting the best use out of him at the moment. They're flying back and they've not dropped their bombs. They could be dropping their bombs onto this area. He knows they're in here, and he could wipe them out. 6-pounder is in now. And he's going to take out this Sherman for sure. He's got the APCR on though. That is unfortunate. Driver's killed. The Humber's in to help out as well. He does go down. Yeah. Vase, he's still investing up here. He's bringing an AA piece and a Sherman. This Strelky has moved around a little bit. This Piat's still alive in the forest, but these flanks are still being held by ManedWolf. And this one here. It's very strange that Vase has not pushed for that at all. T-34, 1944 version, the 85, on the road, covering it nicely. Does need some recon in here. Dropping a sniper on the road would be very nice now. This Sherman might get picked off by the Piat if he's not careful. DT's sweeping through the forest. This is not a wise thing to do. You know there's something in here, so don't move your tank in that close. Let your infantry clear out the forest, then move your tanks in. ManedWolf has got a tick going now. It's been a long while since he's had a tick. He's finally cleared out the northern region. But there's another assault coming in. The 6-pounder should be able to deal with Emcher fairly effectively though. So I can't see Vase continuing to invest over there. He might be wise not to unload this. Oh, he has unloaded it though. Spitfire's coming in for bombing runs now. He does have eyes on this infantry by the looks of it. Yeah, the spotter's got them. Going to take out the DT for sure. Oh, the Piat got discovered eventually and wiped out. Yak 9T coming in, and it's no match for the Spitfires really. And he's going to get... Oof, he nearly flew right into the face of him there. He needs to retreat this Yak 9T like right now or it's going down. No, Spitfire's got him. Yeah, Yak 9Ts just can't do it against Spitfires. Even though these are the fighter bombers, and they do get recalled, they do get stressed out more easily. They're just far superior. And bombing run off on a Zenart as well. Again, he's retreating these Spitfires rather than keeping them around. Could have tried to pick this off. I feel like he could have done that. Rifles Piat now. 1-star Ved. Good chance of taking out the Sherman. And there he goes. Mosquito coming in is going to finish off the AA piece now. Looks like ManedWolf's tactic here is proper play for a long game. As we saw from his deck, he's got lots and lots and lots of planes. And the Spitfires are so much cheaper now, so yes, it has made this division much stronger, to be honest. A lot of the buffs that have come in lately as well, which are not in play in this game. Firefly. Again, not the best matchup here. The Firefly is just not as good as a 44. It might win out here though. So it struck. No, he's going to go down. Oh, he's missed. The stress got him. And Vase is got back to a 12-12. He's backing this off. He should just keep shooting. He's got the better chance at this range by far. Very surprised there. The Firefly's frontal armor is nothing special. It's 100. Whereas this guy's got 110. True, the Firefly has a better chance of pen, but for the amount of points this cost, 110. Actually, it's only 10 points difference. But I still think these things are better. Because you get better availability on the cards. So I believe. I need to check that out, actually. Got me thinking. Anyway. So Vase has managed to get back into here, but all his infantry's been pinned. He needs to move the Sherman round here to help out. Deal with all this business. He's moving the Sherman round a little bit now. The Wolverine's probably going to pop him though. Could be moving his T-34 up to help as well at the same time. This Wolverine's just going to pop him, I think. Driver's killed. He's got the Wolverine in his sights now. Can he get a round off in time? No. But boom, he's gone. But it's been enough to stop the fire onto his infantry here, so they're going to survive a little bit longer. This sniper's on return fire only at the moment, which is kind of wise, because if he did expose himself, I think he would get picked off. Or maybe not. Doesn't look like he's exposed to them just yet. Artillery coming in now from ManedWolf. Investing for the long game for sure. We are into phase... Yeah, we are into phase C now. Halfway through the game. Or halfway through the time limit. And he's got counter battery on. Didn't even see this boy come in. Has there been an artillery battle going on without me knowing? I think that's possibly a plane there that's gone down. And what's this? The... Oh, decent. 122mm. Not the best, fastest rate of fire. The Priest in combination should take these out, I reckon. Where is this thing firing? He's aiming for the AA. Oh no! He lost his big boy gun there. That's terrible. You didn't need to put it that far up either. Just drop it back here to do the trick. And it would have taken out a 17-pounder too. T-34-85. Still not moving up far enough here. And we are on a 12-12. So the Vase, well, Vase the Overlord, is in the lead at the moment. But oh my god. Huge influx of infantry from ManedWolf to the south. He's determined to get that TIG going again. It's very, very, very close game here. In the north, more shenanigans going on. There's a Humber across the river. This looks like ManedWolf is doing to Vase what Vase was doing to him, being an annoyance in this northern region. He's got an Emscher coming round to help support though. That will be able to pick off this Humber. As long as it stays out of the way of the Piat, should be good. Elsewhere, the artillery, both in the same position. Terrible positioning from the artillery. They're going to get absolutely decimated there. And there we go. Hits a supply truck. They all blow up. Huge detonation. Massive loss for Vase there. And meanwhile, in the south, the plane train is coming in, causing some pain. Oh my god. Mosquito coming in now. Is he going to be able to pick off? I don't think he's going to get to the AA. No. Fallen back. If these AA pieces take out Mosquito, that's going to be a nice takedown for Vase. He does need something to go his way at the moment. Yeah, losing that artillery was pretty horrific. Are they going to go down? I think it's going to go down. Even though they're not vetted, there's two of them. Surely he's not going to get out. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my lord. Just gets out. A commander back here would probably be a good idea, but at the moment I think he needs a bit more AT capabilities. ISU 152 taking out Sherman. It's not going to last too much longer there though. It's in a horrible position. So much firing at it at the moment. Luckily for him, the 17-pounder's not on the road anymore, but still. Does get taken down. Firefly picks him off. The Piats walking into a lot of fire from the AA piece here. And have we got the Priest firing over here now at the AA? We have. But it looks like the Piats are too heavily damaged, too stressed out. If he gets into this forest, I think he's just going to get wiped out by these DTs. They've got the Molotovs with them. The Kangaroo's in there for support though, so it might work out. Might work out in his favour here. Molotov is flying though. Nope, pins the first one down. Can he get a second one? The AA is getting taken out now. The Kangaroo firing away. These things are much, much better now. 10 points. Looking pretty nice units. And ManedWolf has got the tick going. And he's roundabout equalised now with Vase in terms of tickets. Piat barely hanging on there. Super stressed, but the DTs have to be falling back here. More DTs coming in, so this Piat will get wiped out unless this AVRE spots him, but it's as blind as a bat, this thing. Oh, I didn't see he brought another one in. Oh, this is going to be... You should... Oh, please don't die. I want to see you do... He's not used his weapon yet, or I've not seen him use the weapon. Yeah, just to show you what I'm talking about, the HE. 14.5 damage. Oh, it's beautiful. You've got to be seeing this big boot. The Emscher has changed his route of approach here. He's coming in. He has spotted out the Hummer, so making a beeline for it. Going to pick it off. If he's not careful, though, when he hangs around here, though, the Piat could come out and take him. The artillery piece is still alive. And he's firing, and he's firing. Into a decent area. He can't really see what's here, to be honest. And luckily for him, there's nothing there. The DCs do take out that Piat. T-34-85 is picking off the Piats. It's going to be popping a Sherman as well. Firefly's coming up to face off against him. It's a fairly even fight between these two. I think the Firefly has got a drop on him, though, so we'll get the first shot off. Not a convincing hit here. And Firefly goes down. Is there any more Fireflies coming in just yet? Nope. In the central position, again, nothing happening here. Really surprised there's nothing going on. Artillery firing from both sides into this area. The artillery is now firing at the T-34-85. I'm getting some decent hits on it too. I've got a feeling he's got it on defensive fire for this area to try and pick off the AA. There's more AA coming in. A big boom AT gun into here would be a reasonable buy-in, I would say, for the Vase. Maybe to here or to here. Get some of that 2K range going. Possibly even into here would be really nice. And are we going to see a push here soon? I feel like it's just a matter of time. The Sherman in the north, not in the most sensible position at the moment. This Piat just moves up through here. He will be able to pick off that MCHR. What else can be going on here? So ManedWolf keeping up a single tick now. But he's losing a lot of infantry. 17 pounders. Nearly got eyes on his T-34s. As soon as they do, it's going to be really bad news for Vase. More T-34-85s coming in. It's been very bold with them. You must notice 17 pounders hanging around somewhere. Surprising not to have any AT weapons in this position as well when you're on the blue side. Always a good spot for them. And in the same respect, putting a light AT gun in here is always a really nice option to pick off things on the reinforcement road, which is a very common thing to happen. T-34-85 still alive over here. It's managing to avoid a 17 pounder and cause a lot of havoc to his opponent. The Wolverine, he could pick him off if he just pops his nose out here. He's got it in line of sight for sure. Should be able to get a drop on it. Meanwhile, what's going on with the artillery? It's still firing into the same position. Vase has got the 12-12 back again. And the Priest out on counter battery. This thing is probably going to die fairly soon. But it survived long enough to do some damage. But that loss was pretty heavy to start with. And now we're seeing Vase make the move. He's going to go for the town. And the plane train's coming in. Probably going to wipe out all this infantry with a couple of bombs. And and some flamers for dessert. Some napalm for dessert there. They're just going to melt. One of those units is going to die completely, I believe, yeah. But reinforcements are coming in almost just in time. All these planes, oh my god. One Yak-9T against all this, not a chance. And the AA piece has gone down. It looks like ManedWolf will be able to finish this game off purely with his air at the moment. If I recall, the AA tab for Vase was not that vast. I think he only had 2 cards of AA. So it's going to be problematic for him for sure. He's just going to have to go for waves and waves of infantry across the front here. He needs to get the tick on now. 15 minutes remaining. He has to push. And he is pushing. He does have some, I'm pretty sure he must have some kind of mortar with some kind of smoke. He just needs to lay it down around here. Get into this position quickly, but at the moment ManedWolf looks firmly in control. Vase not taking up any aggressive positions in the center, which is really unfortunate for him because he He could be sneaking this flag at least here, I reckon. The 6-pounders are not going to do much to him. At least he's keeping a Strelky alive here, and if this Sherman doesn't get eyes on it, it's going to go straight to his death. The Sherman could just go straight across the lake here as well, but it's... Move this Strelky up a little bit. As long as he doesn't get spotted by the rifles, should be able to pick off this Sherman. T-34-85 moving round. Lost all his equipment in the south. Oh my god, what happened? I think the Sherman's doing a job in there. Piat's coming in to reinforce for ManedWolf. And a whole chunk of armour coming in the south for the Vase. ISU 152 coming in a central position as well. Yeah, he's starting to get his armour line going, and a whole lot more infantry coming through. The Superi, I feel like he needs to be placed a bit more aggressively. He needs to be holding on to this flag. It looks like he could lose it any second. Strelky got taken out by the Sherman here, and the rifles, really unfortunate. A lot of machine guns coming into here. The snipers be able to pick any off? No, unlucky, unlucky. And these Vickers are going to mop these guys up, I reckon. Zis2's got no HE on it. ISU 152 not arriving in time, unfortunately. And now ManedWolf is at a 14-10. ISU 152 is going to get picked off by this Firefly by the looks of it. Its rate of fire is just not good enough, and it does go down. Yeah, he needs these guys. T-34-85, 44s up against the Firefly. Even the 43 version, because he's not firing at max range at the moment. Commander is out for ManedWolf, so it's boosting up all the units in his town here. ISU 152 getting some nice fire down. And more artillery is coming out onto the field. And big boom artillery coming in. The ISU 152 is going to move straight into the artillery, but it should be able to pick off these Shermans. A 6-pounder, or 17-pounder and a 6-pounder in here. If they move up, they will be able to take this out fairly effectively. As long as they don't get an HE shot on them from the ISU, they should be fine. But it doesn't look like he has eyes. He is moving his sniper forward now to get eyes onto all this, which he really desperately needs. Meanwhile, in the south, it's looking really tight here for Vase. He definitely can't afford to lose another flag at the moment, that is for sure. If he gets onto a double tick now, it could be game. There's 12 minutes remaining. He's still got time to pull it back, but he really needs to be pushing hard. Each second counting at the moment. Sherman being quite aggressive here. ManedWolf. He wants to hold on to this flag. Emcher against Emcher at the moment. The Superi not close enough to throw TNT onto the Emcher. And it's going to get picked off, I believe. That's unfortunate. Priest DD coming down the road now as well. He's going to offer some HE support. He's moving him right round the back here. And here comes the plane train again. The plane train of pain. And is he going to get... Don't think he's going to get the AAPs. He's not too fussed now. There's only one. There's another one coming out. Not quite in time. Needs to drop this now. Needs to drop it right now. Get it firing. One of these is going to knock out that AA. Oh, no. Can you get the last one? Pinned. Oh, and one more. Clutch. Really clutch. Needs to parry now. Needs to march their way forward. Get rid of this infantry. Get this flag back ASAP. The Sherman did go down. I'm not quite sure what to. Maybe it's mutual destruction. The Shermans took each other out. These AA pieces... Oh, that was just seconds away from defeat, really, there. You've still got a hell of a lot to do. This Strelky, can they get into position in time? Strelky over here. Unload. Actually, 152 does need to move up. Fire a position into this area might help out. ManedWolf is the one pushing. It's 13-11 now. Big boom bomber in the north, not doing anything. Both are in there. I'm not sure what he's aiming for. Possibly this forest. The priests redirected towards the AA now. He just needs to drive his tanks forward. Start laying down the pain. Just one superior fire moment. He needs to move the other ones out to get fire onto this rifle's Piat. He needs to get his tank moved round. But the Shermans are really up close and dirty now, so it's not the best position for the T-34-85 to come out. Would be much better in this position, more out in the open, so we can get the range shots in. But then he would be exposed, obviously, to any AT fire. Year 2 coming in the south. Crusaders are in position now, so it's not going to get its bombs off. It nearly did, actually. Nearly did. But it's just not enough. This AA piece is alive temporarily. How much longer is it going to survive for? Ooh. Super pin now. He does have more AA. Maybe did he have his card in B and C then? I didn't actually check properly. So he definitely needs to be bringing out more. And we really need to see a commander. But 8 minutes remaining. Or just under 9 minutes, sorry. ISU-152 has moved up now, but in a very dangerous spot. Either one of these AT guns could pop it any second. He's barely holding onto these flags, and he needs 2 more flags at least. I think he needs to get him to a double tick at this point in the game. Or then again, a single tick might do it, but I'm not really that sure. It's hard to say looking at a difference in tickets at the moment. Alright, T-34-85 coming, really being ballsy now. He has to be ballsy with it. And he does manage to get that Sherman. He had to be ballsy there. It's 12-12 now. Firefly moving up. Looks like he's going to try and take out the T-34-85, but he is hidden. He's in a really nice spot here. He needs to get his infantry coming forward. Could do with another T-34-85 out here in the open, like I said. And probably just his best bet is to push through this area, start pressuring. Even though there's not many flags back here, just this one. He wants to start pressuring, cut off reinforcements, and whittle this down, and then maybe pressure into the central town. But he's got to push. He's got to push. Another artillery piece coming out this late in the day doesn't seem worth it. Doesn't seem worth it at all. I'd be investing in an AA piece somewhere around here, possibly, and trying to push into this town at the moment. But yeah, he does need more infantry. Stormtroops in here. They're all at 3 stars now. Super up-vetted. Priest DD, not quite got line of sight to this infantry. We'll be able to blap it if he can. Sherman's made it right round the back here. He's trying to steal. Looks like he has managed to steal a supply truck there, I believe. Sherman picking off the reinforcements now. T-34-85 up against a Firefly. Firefly takes him down. And I think that's game now. There's got to be game. If it wasn't already, it certainly is now. Vase will not be able to hold on to this flag, and there's no chance of him taking out anything else. You're coming in, that's going to go down almost, well, it's going to be pushed back at least. Probably going to go down at this rate. 2-star. He's running out of shells, but I think he might get it. Even though it's just a 20 mil, these things are so slow, taking a ton of damage. Yeah, and there he goes. Really well played by ManedWolf. Really well played. But again, like have you seen in my games too, it's you can get overly focused in one area. And to be fair to ManedWolf as well, even if Vase, the Warlord, had started to push into this area, he's got plenty of equipment there to help him out. And it wouldn't take him long to reinforce down here either. But one thing I forgot to mention from red side, a very handy thing that people do is they bring in AT guns into here and machine guns into here. You cut off this reinforcement road and you push like hell into here, and you can take out these 2 flags quite early on. And it's really a pain to get your opponent out of here. Then from blue side, you sort of have to reinforce around this road into this forest to try and get back into your own town here, or reinforce down here into here and slowly inch your way through. Yeah, it can be an extremely awkward thing to happen. But yeah, Vase looks like he's been sitting on quite a few points here. or possibly not. In terms of trades, I think both players have thrown away an awful lot of units. And in the north, look at this now. Wow, wow, wow. Did we miss the tanks on the water? Oh, don't drive him. Drive him across the water. Come on. Entertain us. We want armor on water. These priests have been really, really handy. This artillery piece I was put on counter battery and is starting to stress out these guns in the back, but now it's just attracted the wrath of the guys he was targeting, and now he's going to go down. Yeah, kaboom. Yeah, never leave your supply truck next to your artillery piece, because if you hit the supply truck, it will explode and kill everything near it, like you just saw there. Uh, 15-9 now. 4 minutes remaining. Vase without a hope. Are we going to see these guys on the water? Come on. I believe we might have missed this crossed in the water. And more ships coming into the north. Yeah, really exciting game actually. It was just, I feel like the planes might have tilted Vase a little bit, because at the end they weren't actually getting off that many bombs towards the end, because like you saw, just 2 of those AA pieces were pinning all those mosquitoes quite easily. Yeah, there's something about those mosquitoes. For me, it feels like they get pinned really fast, really, really fast. You saw a big train of them coming in before. Every single one of them got pinned by one AA piece practically, so they couldn't bomb it. I guess they were trying to bomb the AA piece, so fair enough. Three minutes remaining. He's going to win on the Eugene timer as well. Yeah, just for those who are watching who are in the Duo League for the 2v2, yeah, do be aware. I will be telling everyone this as well, just to make sure. In order to get a win by the Eugene timer, you have to be ahead on tickets and flags. Both of them. If you're just ahead on one, then it's going to be a draw. So you could be equal on flags at the end of the game, but way ahead on tickets, it will count as a draw. So do keep that in mind. Anyway, I think we should just fast forward to the end. Oh right, he's done in 2 minutes anyway. Oh, are we going to see? Are we going to see? Oh! Are we going to see them moving? Oh, they're moving across the water. Are we going to get to see it? Are we going to get to see it? Come on. Yeah, come on. I'm going to have to pause it and take a screenshot here, because, yeah, I need to get something on the water. And he's in the water. He's in the water. Yeah, excuse me. Get my screenshot in. Hide. Oh, not hide panel. Hide HUD. And let's get this going. Badoom. That's that sorted out. Save me having to play back the video again. What a wonderful sight. Maybe get another one in just here. It's a very pretty sight. Oh, it's not that pretty at that close range, is it? How can we get a nice shot of this? Kind of awkward to find a decent shot of these things sometimes. That could be nice. Let's try that one. Alright, anyway. Let's get to the end. It is a pretty sight, isn't it? Get 2 of them in the water. One more for my troubles, I guess. One more for my troubles. Whoa. That'll be a funny shot. Anyway. What, 17-7 now. He had more artillery. My lord. These things might come in pretty handy for the AT capabilities as well, but then again, it was really just sort of outplayed, outmaneuvered in this area. ManedWolf, I thought at one point, to be honest, I thought he'd invested in too much armor in this area without enough infantry support, but did manage to whittle down his opponent. And looking at the amount of reinforcements coming in from both sides, I do feel like ManedWolf was sitting on a lot of points here. Does look like that. And that is game. This 2 finally gets a kill at the end. So yeah, good game to both players. Very entertaining game, yet massively out-traded him. I think at the start of the game it was fairly even, yeah. A lot of that probably come once we got past the sort of 25-minute mark, I think we're going to start to see a lot of kills coming in. Yeah, here about, looks like about here things start going a bit wrong for Vase. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here the pain comes. Yeah, just lots and lots of kills at the end. So it's not really a true picture. It is a huge difference in KD, but it was a long game. It went to full 50 minutes there. But generally speaking, it was fairly even in trades. Both were throwing away a lot of things up until about the 20, roundabout up till here, like 20-minute mark, maybe 25-minute mark. Then things just started going wrong for Vase. In terms of kills, BA-10s doing the usual BA-10 thing, being very, very, very handy vehicles indeed. T-34A5, this one got some nice kills in. AVRE, Wolverine, Kangaroo, Stormtroopers, not too bad at all. Emcha v Emcha action. The other one took out a Firefly and an AVRE, pretty nice indeed. Yeah, the AVRE, I don't believe they did any kills other than with a machine gun, but we'll check that out shortly, see if they got a bigger kill that I missed on a piece of armour. ISU-152s, they were getting some kills in, 1 or 2 of them. Yeah. They did do some work. I did miss that though. And let's see what the Canadians did. Spitfires doing some serious damage. Yeah, really, really nice planes in the game at the moment. Wolverines absolutely decimating. Really hid those away nicely, and they were picking off lots of armor, as you can see. Mosquito not doing a lot. They don't tend to get their bombs off. I don't know what it is about Mosquito. I think they're quite weak. Every time I try and use them, they never seem to be able to drop their bombs in time. Whereas Spitfires are faster, they do, but then they tend to die. AVRE, I think this might have been just machine guns that done this, to be honest. It was the one that was sat there at the start, I believe. Possibly one of them got off a big boom though, and I missed it. Sherman's doing nice. All looking good. Okay. Thanks for watching. We're back for game 2. Let's see if Vase, the Warlord, can actually turn this game around and get a draw out of this. Alright, see you next time. Bye bye.